Sony Computer Entertainment America presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog.
Hey there guys, it is Josh Siwasepl and welcome to
Bandicoot War.
Yes! I have been looking forward to this for a couple months now with the new remakes? The remakes at this point, yeah. We're not really calling them remasters. They're remaking Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. So I guess they're really remakes at this point. But I've been looking forward to it. And I think it's about time to go ahead and finish up the original trilogy. Once again, right where we left off.
Free at last.
Can I say that's something I want to see in the trilogy? On the PS4, I just want to see it seamlessly transition. Basically make it one big game. And essentially, like, this is the Crash Bandicoot chapter, this is the Cortex Strikes Back chapter, and this is the Warped chapter. You know what I mean? That's what I would kind of like to see, or at least an option to do that. But really, I'm just excited for the trilogy itself. So...
None dare to fail to break Ooga Ooga even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Ooga Ooga, it was that infernal Bandicoot. From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks and failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time the great Ooga Ooga will make sure that you do it right.
I also just find it funny how you can see him all the way in the background before he even shows up.
Evil twin, Ooga Ooga, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Ooga Ooga and Cortex plan to use
They
this
never
time
explain how they
twisting
get
machine
here.
to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Please tell me analog. Yes! Yes, it is by default. Analog is on by default. Awesome! This is the era of PlayStation that I really love. Although, actually, have I talked about this? I don't remember if I've actually talked about this or not.
Crash,
yeah,
crash,
forgot these are a thing.
Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Yeah, but Crash Bandicoot 2 was my first Crash Bandicoot game, but it was also my first PlayStation game. I can't remember if I talked about that or not. Oh, dang it. So, naturally you'd think that I maybe played Crash Bandicoot Warped shortly after that. No, the first time I played Crash Bandicoot Warped was in 2014, I think. 2014 or 2015. It was not that long ago that I first played it. So I may not be as amazing with this one as I am Crash Bandicoot 2, but let's face it, I kind of messed up a little bit in Crash Bandicoot 2. Wasn't as good as it could have been, but this one, pretty good at, I feel like. It's just nice to be back. This really is. This Crash Bandicoot 2 and Crash Bandicoot 3 are just so great. It's just nice to be able to be back to them. That was another reason why I wanted... The trilogy is another reason why I wanted to go ahead and finish up Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Wow, that's a really weird sentence. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy is the reason why I wanted to finish up the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Because I'm planning on Let's Playing the remakes. I went to say remasters. They're not remasters. They're remakes. So, I can't just play the first 2 remakes and then go back to PlayStation and play the 3rd one and then go back and do the remake. No, I gotta finish them up in a row. Gotta do the first 3 and then do the remake. Which, like I said, I'm excited for the remakes. But I want to see some specific things with them. You know, I think a lot of people who are looking forward to the remakes want to see specific things. Like I said at the intro, I would kind of like to see an option of maybe just having the games play seamlessly as one big story. I would kind of like an option, at the very least. I don't think it would be right to just make the entire thing just one big game. But, you know, optional. It's the best way to put it. Because whenever you get options in a video game, that's the number one. I love how I keep saying that. I keep saying about this game, like, I love how they do this, I love how they do that. Which is, it's just true. This game is just so great. They improved on Crash Bandicoot in many aspects. With both the second one and, and the third one. But really, probably gonna ruffle some feathers here by saying this, but there really wasn't like, it wasn't really like they couldn't go any worse than Crash Bandicoot 1. Crash Bandicoot 1, there's just a lot of improvement that needed to be made. So they couldn't go wrong. Now, I'm sure there's a question of whether or not I'm going to be doing the speed runs. You know, what percentage I'm actually going to get of this game. Because if you don't know, Crash Bandicoot 3, or Crash Bandicoot Warped, I think it's 105%. I think that's what you can actually get to, because you get 100% just for doing the time trials, and I think it's like 104, 103 for doing the extra. I think it's platinum. No, it's gold. 102, 103 for getting gold, and it's 105 for getting the secret developer platinum times. And I think I'll go for the gold. Mainly because the platinum times, I think, will just be too much to worry about right now. So I think I'm just gonna get the... Geez, see, I can't remember. I think it's platinum that you can get, and then it's like silver or diamond or something. Whatever the ones that aren't the developer times, I'm going to get those. Because there are some levels that I could probably get the developer times. I think there's actually been... There's a save file on this PS3 that actually allows me... I don't know why I say allows me. That actually shows that I have gotten the developer medals before on a bit of the game. Haven't done it in all of them, because the plain ones, if you've played the game, the plain missions, really tough to beat in time mode. Oh no! Oh, dang it! I thought I was good on that. think this little sub thing looks like? Right, tell me in the comments first, then I'll tell you what I think of it. You had enough time? Hope so. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just barely saw that. Personally, I think this thing... Now, I haven't seen the movie in a long time. That could be a good thing, depending on who you ask. I think it looks like that weird submarine thing that Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon took in Episode 1 of Star Wars. That's what I think. We'll see if anybody else feels that way. Man, about 12 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. Honestly, if I wanted to stretch this, I could probably make this game into 5 episodes. 5 or 7 episodes. 5 to 7, because really you could do all of these. I just really like that. You can really do all of these levels fairly quickly. They're not long. If you know what you're doing, then you are pretty good. Gotcha. I think this is one of the ones that you have to go through twice. No. One of these Coco levels, you have to pretty much go through twice to get everything. But I think this one, the boxes are on top of another. Oh, I hope I can see them. Nope, missed. Kill me. Kill me now. There we go. Yeah. No, I missed. Well, it's a good thing I've stocked up on lives. There we go. It's another thing I hope that they put into the remakes, is they fix that in Crash 1 where checkpoints don't save boxes you've already smashed. Really, a lot of the things I hope for in the crud. Missed that one. A lot of the things I hope for in the remakes, it's just a lot of fixes to Crash Bandicoot, the first game. I have seen some things about how people are a little worried about how Crash is going to control. And if you watched Kid Icarus's video, then, you know, he had some worries about the game that are completely valid. I agree with the visual complaint he has. Just, you know, the fact that... Because it really is, if you look at the original games, they really do pop. And the remakes don't, in what we've seen so far. So that one I completely agree with him on. And the sound. The sound, too. I agree with him on that one, too.
Uga and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to Big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed.
But yeah, the sound, I don't know. I think the sound, I agree with him in the way that it doesn't sound right. Like, it doesn't sound as good as the original sounds, the music and whatnot. But I agree with them simply because... Or I disagree with them simply because I think it's also nostalgia playing a part. And that's simply because I like the music in this game, but I like the music in the second one way, way, way more. And so that's why I think it's a bit of nostalgia that's causing that feeling. Because that's just how it is, I feel like. You can't shake that feeling. Nostalgia's always going to be there. You can't shake it. So, when you listen, or at least for me, when I listen to the second game's music, I find the original so much more enjoyable, at least more than what they showed of Hang 8. The Hang 8 song, it didn't have the same pump to it. So I agree with him on that, and I disagree with him on that. But this video isn't about whether or not I disagree or agree with Kid Icarus's video. It's about enjoying Crash Bandicoot Warped! Hey. Don't jump over the box. I also really love the areas in this game. Like, design-wise. Because in Crash 2, they, it was varied, but not as varied as this one. I mean, you go to so many different types of locations. Plus, I don't know, I like time travel in older games. Like when they go to prehistoric times, because it's always predictable about which ones they're going to travel to. But I just like it. I'm a sucker for it. Kind of like how, oh my god, what is that Scooby-Doo game? Oh, it's on PlayStation 1. I can't think of it. It's like the movie tie-in game for Cyber Chase. And it's not a good game whatsoever. And it rips off Crash Bandicoot. Maybe that's why they went with the whole time travel thing. Because it ripped off Crash Bandicoot 3. A lot. But that time trial got it! Ha! It's a trial. The time travel in that is just... That makes me enjoy the game, even though it's not a very good game, gameplay-wise. It's not fun. But I enjoy it simply because of that. So... Yeah... Do I want to do the fifth one? No, Making Waves is kind of a longer level. So, I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here, guys. Next time, we'll finish up with this... What is it called? Making Waves. I just saw it. We'll finish up Making Waves, and then we'll fight the boss in this area, and we'll most likely move on to the next area. So, I'm going to head there right now, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you there.